Hello, I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris, Common Beats, and we're going to try and do some organic house. I've never really made anything in this style, although I kind of lean towards more organic sound stuff anyway, just from my kind of lo-fi sort of background, I guess, in terms of that. So I'm just going to check everything is working on here, and then we will just get straight into it. So if you're new here, welcome. Please do feel free to ask questions, chat, all that kind of stuff, or just lurk in the background. I kind of like it being a living room space where people pop in and out. They want to chat, want to sit in the corner, do whatever they want to do, and have it on in the background. So, hey, be jamming. How we doing, mate? Thanks so much for coming in. How are you doing, lad? Right, let me just see if this is coming up. It doesn't seem to be, but on mine for some reason, which is a bit weird. Here we go. Yeah, great stuff. It's all working. Lovely stuff. Right then. So, I think I'm going to start with maybe, I know most people go with the drums and stuff, but I like getting like an actual melodic aspect down first. So let's get some contact going. That's just like my default thing with Noir. Doing well. Hope all is well with you too. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thank you so much. So let's change the view, and we'll get straight into it. Mate, have you managed to get hold of the push 3 yet or anything? Are you still? I'm a little bit behind on things at the moment. So yeah, just wondering if you are still like kind of rocking the doorless set up and stuff like that. I think you mentioned you've got Ableton as well, haven't you? So you've been getting into that. And I think Panda Cat's got Ableton now as well. So, yep, it's good stuff. Right, let's just put it in A or something. Let's do that. Just something different than C. Nice. So, let's... decided to wait. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to go for anything like that, just personally. But it looks quite cool. Something is something around these lines. Nice. Mostly Ableton and guitar and bass. Oh, nice, mate. I might use a bit of guitar in this, actually, I think. We'll see. We will see. So, tempo, 120. That's absolutely fine. Stick on the metronome. And then just start to jam around, get a little feel for this, and see where we get to. We've got 8 bars. Just put it on there for now. In fact, are we doing a lead-in thing? Yeah, it's put on there. So, I like that. And maybe those pushes as well, like that. No, Ableton push jokes intended. But then keep the one sort of steady. Yeah, that's nice. Right, let's do that. Oh. Why is it as soon as you press like? So Will Hatton talks about like the red button syndrome. I don't know what I did there on that thing, but so much quicker on the mouse and laptop to push. Yeah, that's... Yeah. I think I took my pedal off by mistake, but we can just ramp it like that. Nice. +7 iPad as well. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've seen you like using those different things. So creative, mate. I've just realised I'm just learning a lot about myself at the moment in terms of like that recent ADHD diagnosis and meds and all that sort of stuff, and just how impulsive I am, and I just love like the new thing, and I'm always running to the new thing. And actually, I'm good at Ableton. Well, in terms of the best out of those things, and just trying to drill in and just sort of focusing on a few things rather than like going for everything and trying to go, oh, that'd be good for it, and I get exhausted then before I've even done it. So, yeah. So we've got our. I really like that. I think it's nice progression. Feels great. We'll get some sidechain in a second when I get the kick drum going. Just so I remember, let's stick that on there. In fact, let's just push that up a little bit and make it. Less is best. I like that, mate. That's just like a really good little motto. In fact, let's just put all the velocity. Excuse me a second while I want it to be on the soft felt sort of thing, so it's softer, and then we'll just do like randomize, say like, I don't know, 10 or something, tiny little. Right. Just so it's not like taking up too much. Decent. So let's have a look at some kicks. If I press Y, that takes off my metronome. So again, I'm quite organized with these sort of things. Some of my own little kicks I've been making Modern House. Maybe try one of them. Maybe. Audio. So let's call it kick. Keep organized. That's so heavy. I've not even used it yet. I just I need to export it like that. No one's like full on clipping kicks on the start. Just stick that in, get it going. Let's do a little bit of work on it. Find alert how to stack drum hits in Ableton. Nice, man. What, in the using the drum rack and the open it up, and then you can. Have you done the distribute all ranges equally as well? If you've got loads of kicks and stuff, and you can just switch through them on your encoder. This is a quick sort of like preview thing, like live in the setup of what you're doing. That's quite cool. A little bit of that click out. If you want any bass stuff, I'll use our bass or whatever. That's fine. Again, I'm just doing this thing at the moment where Streaky, this guy is like, if you're from the UK, I don't know if there's Barry Scott in anywhere else in the world. There's this thing called Sillet Bang, and Streaky is literally like the guy from Sillet Bang. Hi, I've got a preset for you. It's going to change your life. And he talks about doing this thing about, he uses it for vocals, but you basically put the threshold on like max, fastest release, fastest attack, and then just literally just nudge the ratio in just so you get to about 3 dB, and it just kind of like levels things out quite nicely. So it's a really cool little technique, and then I kind of mix into that. I'm trying it anyway. I say that it's my first time properly doing it, so it could go horrendously wrong, but we'll see. And you can pan adjust each. Yeah. That's so cool, isn't it? Yeah. And you can stick effects on individual as well, which is quite cool, which I like. Right, I think we're good with that. Let's try some like organic sort of tonal hit type things. Quite like that. So let's maybe. Oh, crumbs. We'll stick it in a MIDI channel, stick it there for now. See if there's any others that we like. We'll chop bits up. That'd be quite fun. Again, going for the organic sounds. That's quite cool as well. Again, we won't worry about that yet. Great, I want some pad stuff as well, so let's, while we're here, do some of that. Quite cool. Again, not worried too much yet about anything, just banging some things in so I can then start playing and see what I like. That's nice as well. That's quite cool. My favourite new plugins are UVI Factory Percussion. I've never used anything UVI actually, or WA Productions. Although I think I've got Insta something with, like, free with Plugin Alliance one time. Not Plugin Alliance, Plugin Boutique. It's quite nice as well. In fact, I'm cluttering things here already. Let me just try and take one thing. In fact, let's just take one thing at a time. Less is best, as you say, mate. So let me just take... Right, I don't like the flam bits and stuff, so let's just kind of mess around with this first. Maybe just do that, literally just do... Let's try what it's like with the kick. Oh, just take that off for a second as well. Maybe we could actually use that flam thing a little bit later on. So let's do another one, drag it out. Let's just take that bit, get rid of that. Not what I was quite going for. Yeah. So let's take that bit and put it there. There we go. I like that. So let's duplicate that out. Let's stick some bit of room reverb. In fact, let's put that in with the lows. So when we actually move with that. Might have to not quantize, but just sort out some of the pushes. I think they may be a bit too aggressive, so we'll see. Do you turn off the... Yeah, I leave mine off just because it clutters loads, but I know a lot of people like it because you can... I think it's easier then to kind of get things from other projects and stuff, but yeah, I personally don't, just because it just seems to like clutter my workflow and stuff, so... Kick's just a bit maybe too boomy when we get the bass in, we'll see. That's nice. Okay, so we've got a good vibe there, so let's keep on going with these like tonal things. Just going to keep building loads of layers on the drums. I don't want to just be lazy and... Oh, that's cool. That probably makes more sense. Let's get that in. Obviously, we don't want the fade in because we are going to be looping. In fact, let's do... I like that's quite granular. I'm going to use some, think, Just duplicate that out as well. I think we'll use some Valhammer shimmer on that. I can imagine that being quite nice. So I mean, we'll compress that a little bit actually. So there's none of those like spikes really hitting out. So fast attack, fast release, just try and clamp them down straight away so it becomes sidechain to do that. In fact, that's what I need to do. Great. There it is in the background, so that'll just be quite epic. Again, let's put the sidechain stuff on so we get a feel from the start. So I'll put it on the highs. In fact, while we're here, let's put it on the lows as well. And then input from the kick, and then we want it pre effects. In fact, let's put, I really like this compressor by Kush Audio called Novation, which I really like. It's probably like my favorite compressor, to be honest, other than the SSL. Saturation is really nice as well. Let's do shape, low sharp. Okay, I'm realizing a lot. I use the sort of the low cut a lot, and I'm kind of listening back to some mixes, and I feel like I'm doing too much sometimes. Like just kind of loses some of the, you know, the depth of your mix and stuff. So. Nice, we've got like a nice foundation there. Like, let's keep going with the tonal stuff. Again, I'm going to start really building these drums, and quite like actually, you know. Let's try it. Oh, hello. Hello. So I'm partly using this pre-night thing just for the VU meter to make sure that I'm not going in the red load, so I know then it'll go into my compressor on my group or auxiliary bus, whatever you want to call it, in your different doors and stuff. So that's got a really nice feel actually. Let's actually use that, and then we'll chop some of the bits up. In fact, let's thin it out as well. There it is, that. A little bit bite. Okay. Yes, we've already done something with that. Quite a lot as well. I can imagine that being like an offbeat syncopated rhythm type thing. So if we go for the, obviously if we go for quieter for a kickoff. So dun dun dun. So let's get rid of that. Let's move this away. So we've got, I want it to be something like, I think, let me just go, almost like, don't go. Something like that could be quite cool. Let's try the kick. That's a bit too excessive for the start, but yeah. That's nice. Maybe not on that first hit as well, because we've already got the kick. Okay, let's do go. Let's do that. I really like that. Great. Sorry, I had my click on. I didn't even realise. Apologies. Let's put some delays on that as well, just to kind of add to the movement. Decent. So see what level we're coming into on that. And then let's probably just do that. Again, don't want too much of the low end aspect of it. Again, let's make that quite snappy. I like it. It's got a nice little tonal ambience as well. So let's just then duplicate them out. That's quite a good song start, actually. Yeah, I like that. And then if you want to add little breaks and stuff in that, we can do that. So it's good. So we're just building our like main sort of fundamental layer and stuff. So straight away I could imagine like, yeah, that as the sort of almost this is the build thing. That kind of thing. I think those two need to probably work a bit better together, but we can work that out later. There we go. So in fact, let me just group them together. So I'm trying to like do more mixing while producing. I know people say to separate it out, but I just can't, and so I'm just trying to embrace it. Like, let's put like a. Again, don't want anything big or anything, just to keep those two sort of working together, and which is good. Again, while I remember, let's put sidechain on prefix. I don't want it to be too heavy on the highs. In fact, let's get some Let's get some Final Crackle as well. I just love Final Crackle. There's just something about that. I use the CLD one from Mondo Loops and Be Calm. It's just like, how can you have a favourite Vinyl Crackle? That's how sad I am. Oh, I better check my audio still working. Just a little Final Crackle. Yes, sir. So thankful I don't have those audio issues. So thankful. So that's feeling quite nice. I'm not sure about that when that granular bit turns, but we'll see. I might just literally section one bit on a repeat thing. So let me just hear what I like of it. Yeah, I don't like that kind of granular thing. What if I just do it like duplicate? So it's fine as a little accent hit like that, but let's just do that. Again, so just adds to the syncopation, to the rhythm, movement, all those kind of things, which is quite nice for that sort of gelled together feeling. I want like a quite tight beat in the organic sort of style. Obviously my crackle's a bit loud at the moment, but let's try if one's really. So it's the one. It's that one that's a bit loud. Okay. Sometimes if I'm struggling to distinguish which one feels like, I know you can see on the meters, but sometimes there's perceived loudness and stuff. So if I don't know, I just spread them wide and then start to work out the relationship between them a bit better. And then if I want to put them back in the center, I can. But they might be able to work quite well like that. In fact, I just want to use that thing at the end, I think. Yeah. It just feels a bit rushed, that thing. Let me see if I put it off beat a little bit. Nice. Piano might be a little bit too bassy actually, to be honest. Let's just felt piano. You've got to have a bit of like a mellow piano for organic house stuff. It's not like full on old school house. Ding 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 ding. We a little triplet stuff. So, oh my days, late night tones. How are we doing, man? Oh, so good to see you. Thank you so much for coming and saying hello. Just, you know, like, I'm just such a big fan of yours, mate. So thank you. I really appreciate it. How's things? Just try and bring out a little bit of the lightness of it. Yeah, I don't like that on those bits. So again, we'll only use it on those other bits. So I need to work out which parts they are. Happy to stop. Oh, mate, thanks so much, man. How's all your creative process going? How's things? I saw. Yeah, I've not. When was the last time I've not seen a video? I don't think for a bit. But I say I'm a bit behind at the moment. But I hope you're creating. I hope you're doing well. Just such a top lad, and just unreal at like the lo-fi sound and that sleepy aspect of stuff and the melodic aspect of stuff. It's just, mate, just really, I just connect with it. It's just so good, man. So it's good stuff. It sounds quite like, you know, like military drums, like snare drum. Yeah, so let's just extend these out so it doesn't cut off too short. And then we don't want the flam thing or the roll thing yet. So let's do that. Same with that one. Haha, mate, that's all. So I'm trying, I've not really like, this is kind of like lo-fi house-ish, I guess. I've just been trying to experiment with different things and just go with the flow creatively, really, I guess. And I've just been enjoying this kind of vibe, so kind of organic sort of slash melodic house. I guess some aspects like it's a bit lo-fi house-ish as well. Gotta have the vinyl crackle, bruv, you know what I'm saying? We don't mess about here, mate. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need some like counter melody stuff. I feel like I want to now start building stuff with like snaps and stuff as well. So little claps on. Let's try the. That'll be all right. That one. I want something that's really subtle. They just all sound the same. Quite like that. So put it in, Command T for new track, and then just bang it in there. Oh crumbs, what have I done there? Hang on, where's my command? Yeah, Command T. There you go. There it is. Let's just make this clap. 2 and 4, baby. So great, and then let's not have any of that. We don't need to worry about that stuff yet. In fact, it doesn't need compressing. Let's just bring it down loads. Hey Slamo, how we doing, mate? Good to see you. Thanks so much for popping in, guys. Honestly, I really appreciate it. Thank you. So we want this really subtle. Get some reverb. I'll just repeat that out. Again, I'm not worried about arrangement yet or anything. I'm just building like a kind of a basis of a layer, then, and then I'll just carve away. I like to then proper like duplicate everything out loads, and then just like press 0 on different things, like carve bits out, and then make my arrangement that way, rather than start from layer by layer all the time. I just layer everything till I get to somewhere I'm like, that sounds pretty good together, because I know then it that's the crescendo, it works, so which is good. So good, thanks, keeping busy as always. Well done, mate. I saw you mate, love seeing you get so many good reviews and stuff, which is wicked. So like for your food and things like that, well done, mate. That's wicked. Ableton session looks so aesthetic, mate. I'm all about I'm all about that. An organization. I'm such a geek. It is untrue. What else? Don't want any of them. I think, to be honest, I find that the UKG snares and snaps are better than what people have for the modern house ones in terms of like just subtlety, and that feels, in fact, they feel like really organic. That'd be quite good later on, I think. So let's just put another one in. Oh, put it in drum rack. I don't even need drum rack for this. I'm not even using that. So let's do it again. Clap 2, and again we can put them quite wide then if need be. So what they like. Let's try like a little bit of width on one. Oh, hello, cheeky little chaffinch. Obviously that's ridiculously loud, so again we don't need I want it to be quite mellow. Decent. And let's put the volume down again. Just taking all these volumes down, and then I'm actually like mixing into a compressor, so on each of the groups, buses, whatever you want to call it. So yeah. And one can be a little bit more. I can't even hear that now, I don't think. There you go. Again, that'll be a nice little addition later on. So I will... Oh, crumbs. I will just take that off for now, but that'll be a good little addition later. Being phenomenal. Come on, mate. It's only part-time gig while at uni, but feels super right. You should do, mate. It's wicked. I mean, because, like, people only usually write stuff when they're just, like, kicking off about things, especially in the food world. Like, so the very fact that people are kind of like coming by and then trying it and going like, mate, this is like other people, you need to get on this. And I know you've always had a passion for that as well, and the cooking stuff and doing it well. So just mad respect, mate. Well done. Okay, so we've got a nice little vibe going. I want some like top layer stuff, I think now. So let's go for some loops. Let's do some Lotus toppers. Lotus Tunes is like so good at like modern house stuff, and Zahand is called, and I've used his stuff on here before, and this Samplepack Daydream is great for organic house stuff. And Synthesia, his... Oh, that's nice. Alright, let's try that. So let's put a topper. And then we will get something else. We'll get like some more bongo stuff, I think. Again, just... Lo-fi, baby. It's been a long, busy day in Up Illichet. Mate, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for coming hanging out. And big love, mate. Big love. Absolute legend. So let's in fact then put these like little bits into a group. And then rename that. So that can be our hats, perks group, which we can then sort of sidechain as well to get some more movement. So have fun, much love. Thanks, matey. Appreciate you. And I hope church goes well tomorrow, mate. So sidechain from the kick and then just bang it down. I was going to say, why is it not working? It needs to be pre-effects. For some reason, that seems to do more. So, claps a bit loud. So I'm trying to get like a nice tight sound rather than everything being like proper loud and sort of like blurry. Name of one of the snares kits. Hey Ido, how we doing, man? I hope you're well. I'm using let's have a look. So snares, I've got either UKG snare stuff, which we use for that, and for the modern house snare stuff, I use BVKER, that Viker. His Entropy kit. He's got like a whole sample pack which I bought, which is brilliant for modern house as well. I think anything Lotus Tunes Academy for modern house stuff is sick. This BVKER Entropy thing is wicked, and PML as well. Production Music Live, their stuff's pretty sick. So, but I like that. I've got a very sort of set sort of sound what I like in terms of those things, so you can sort of hear the very similar tones. So absolute pleasure, mate. Enjoy. Let's get some more like ambient stuff as well. A bit of park ambience, why not? Let's just do it. It's definitely becoming lo-fi house. I want some more ambience actually, so let's get Diva. Let's start messing around with some stuff. So I've only played the keys in so far. Oh, I might do guitar actually. Let me just try some. We'll just use this, I guess. Hello. Hello. Actually, some strums, we'll see. Mate, I felt go crazy. You know it, mate. With my like weak sauce skills, it's not my strongest forte is playing guitar. I'm good at like leading a guitar rhythm wise, just to kind of like sing and things. That's kind of my thing. But like actually trying to like pick and do stuff is not my main strength. So I'm just capo king, mate. You guys can even hear that, probably not. Yeah, it's literally just follow the thing. Let's try it then. The hiss on my mic is crazy, bro. That's interesting. I didn't know it was that hissy. I'll have to work that out. I'm so dyslexic. Vonation, novation even. Fellas. Want it a little bit crunchy, like without it. Sounds even more lo-fi, let's go. Mate, it's got to be done. Oh dear, sounds pretty toilet, but if it's slow in there, some reverb on it, be fine. Bit of delay, bit of reverb. put that in the mids as well with everything. So. I don't need to worry about any of that yet. Just sound-wise, I just like to just know I'm at the right kind of levels. So, acoustic, and then we might do some finger picking thing or something. I don't know. We'll see. It's an option in it, so you can always. Let's try again with my hissing. I need to change the strings so bad. I'm not changing about a year and a half. As you do. In fact, let's just duplicate that out, and then so we've already got it all mapped. Duplicate, and then picking or something. Let's see. So it's not going to sound great, but we'll give that a little bit of a go and stick it in the mix somewhere. So organic house, right? Organic lo-fi house. That's what we're going to call it. Vegan house, bro. Lo-fi vegan house. Oh, I didn't record anyway. Didn't mean, just practice, innit? Oh, sugar. Ah. To that thing at the end, but that sounded quite nice. Like, that could be a nice little end, like. In fact, let's just bang that down to the sides, and then. Oops, crumbs, put caps lock on. Guitars, keeping organized. You just hear my breath on one of them. It's organic lo-fi. I can just breathe in it as well. That just adds to the sound. It's not got enough like sound going into it, so let me just take them and then that's quite cool. We could use that as like a little there. Right, just bear with me for a second. I'm gonna just copy that down and have that as like a no. It must just be there. So low on there. I wanted like maybe like these as a little accent thing somewhere. So right, we've got the breath thing anyway, so we've got that as a thing to work on later. Yo, that's sick. Even just that. Is a coffin or something? Oh, it's the chair. Why do I breathe before I do everything on those things? What? What is this? It's my concentration breathing. Right, okay, so let's just absolutely smash that. So let's put that in with the guitar so it feels. Anyway, I'm getting far too carried away with that, so let's not be doing that. Let's take that off for now, actually, and then put it on there. I really like. Where's my piano gone? Oh, it's there. What was that little thing that? So it's really loud. Excuse me, I'll just turn that down. Yeah. That kick's way too bassy. I'm gonna have to sort that out at some point, but for now it's fine. So we actually need these like perks and stuff up a bit now that we sidechain them. Get those. I just want the transients to kind of come through a little bit though, so. Great, so this piano needs to be a lot louder now. And then let's sidechain that as well on top of the other one, just so we can really get it out of the way, especially on those kick hits. So I want that to be the start, really. I need to do some bass as well. I haven't done any bass yet. That's crazy. But I've really just been really enjoying this. So thanks for people who've been popping in and out and stuff. It's lovely. Thank you. Appreciate you. I need to keep remembering to do pre-effects. There we go. In fact, also might put a little bit of delay on the piano. I was listening to a track. I was driving back from Manchester today, and was listening to a few like tracks and things. There's one track that's on my, I don't know if anyone else like Spotify release radar thing on a Friday, when there's like, for me that's like the equivalent of like Netflix new series. I just like being able to have that on and just seeing what people are doing. I love that. And there was like a song that sort of that had this just piano sort of block chords, but had this really nice like delay thing going on. So I'm gonna see if I can do that with Replica or something. We will see. It's a good thing with like these kind of ones that they have like a dry wet. So let's just have a try. I don't know. Let's try some of these. Is there anything there? Tremolo. Let's go. Bit Radiohead. It's like triplet. Yeah, it's not the one, is it? I'm too easily distracted. it's not me any of those things. So let's try like a. Sing, is that sing? So let's do dotted on that one. Or maybe that needs to be straight and that dotted, let's see. Can't really tell because of the side chain. Maybe it's not the right thing. Not sure. I probably need to not sidechain it so aggressively. If I take out the sidechain for a second, let's just see. It's not really doing much, is it? I expected it to have a bit of movement, but it doesn't seem to be like doing that. Why is that the case? Maybe it's the feedback thing. That's weird. Yeah, I'm not feeling it, so I'm going to sack that. Anyway, nice idea, but poor execution. Let's just keep it as it was. So there, and then we need to like... yo, what the heck? That was interesting. For that, and then we can just keep building little layers and stuff. So. Just do that the other way, and then take it down loads. Okay, decent. Okay, so we've got like a little bit of an idea of that. So then let's get some bass going. I think I might use some sub bass again. I really like this repro one I've got that I sort of patched in. SA analog, I think I called it, something like that. Obviously not, so let's try repro bass. Sub analog bass, is it that or is it the sub bass SA? Oh, who knows? You decide. Banana. Ooh, yeah. Went extra on this one. The heck? Why does it sound so like mono? Have I put? Sometimes I press M by mistake. M for me is mono, like on my master thing. So sometimes then I like create the whole thing, think it's not that wide, and then like all of a sudden I'm in mono. So that is like crazy, obviously. So let's probably not. In fact, let's take the processing off and then. Are we -3? I think so. Okay, let's just do some basic like that for this one. So basic, done the wrong chords. Let's work this out. It's trouble when you mix into a compressor from the start, it's like crazy in terms of the I think I'd like trilled the notes by mistake, so let me just, yeah. And then let's just take this right down. There it is. I couldn't find kick, it was actually highlighted. The irony. Supposed to be like tight bass, organic house. I'm there now flipping, smacking out some R bass at 42 frequency hertz, so like getting that sub range. Be alright once we've like again dropped it lower in the mix, whatever. So that kick needs to be, I can probably start now trying to mix into things a little bit better now. So everything else other than the kick can go down. too much. Just brings out the top end of it a little bit more, which I'll probably then EQ again actually, because we've got obviously the sub bass going, so I don't want it to be too. I do quite like that little kick bit at this. Yeah, it's a bit too bassy, I think, but which I'm so bad at doing that. I do it all the time. Bass is like, I just love it, but I always mix too bass heavy. If you've not got any headphones or anything on, you won't even hear any of this, so let's give it that sort of saturation, sort of buzzy vibes, just so then it can cut through a little bit more. I think like I need like another top loop thing, and then I'm going to start to just do little basic arrangements and then see what's missing. Obviously there's going to be a lot. We've not really done much melodic stuff yet. Let's do maybe, in fact let's do some tenor first. Let's get tenor going. Let's do that, sure, why not? Oh man, right, so my back is starting to kill. Because I'm a bot in keys, we use. That's where the magic happens with tenor. As soon as you hit record. What'd I do? Oh, that's probably why I was thrown. It didn't start at the beginning, so. Great. We are getting somewhere. Still need some top loops. Just gonna put this a little bit higher. You can hear those low mids. Yeah, we don't want them. It's more this airiness we're trying to draw out, really. Maybe we should put this up maybe an octave. I don't know, we'll see. Let's just try it. Feeling, I don't think it's probably the right bass sound, to be honest. I might need to just use some like actual proper bass, but it's fine for now. And with decent. So let's now just duplicate this out loads of times, and then I need to actually do the top loop thing. What time are we on as well? Okay, I need to probably stop in about 10-15 minutes anyway, so that's good timing. So obviously at the start we won't want the kick, so we can just... Oh, Tana's doing that thing again, bro, where I left my pedal on. Don't leave your pedal on, otherwise it keeps doing this. Oh, okay. I hadn't. It's just the release is just ridiculously long. But I think let's just try anyway. On the and then envelope, MIDI control, 64. Yeah, I had left the pedal on the whole time, which I need for that first bit, but just not at the end there. So. Great. I'm going to have to do that for all of them. Crumbs. Sack it, I'm not bothered. It's fine, I'll just freeze it. Well, if you are new here enjoying this, please consider giving it a like, cheeky subscribe, I'm gonna actually do some actual tracks, and I love the live stream thing because it just like helps me focus, and but I'm aware that it's not like massively tutorial based or like, and I'm not like unreal at it. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of, I'm aware I'm shooting myself in the foot by doing those things. So I think I'm going to try and do some like, here's how to make a track like this, like in my basic sort of way of doing things, and just obviously edit it so then you guys get to see the highlights rather than me do like an hour and a half of kind of waffle. And then, so we'll see. I'm definitely, live streams are always going to be my main thing just because I really, really enjoy that. And I say it's almost like a bit of a living room where people pop in, pop out, just while I'm kind of doing stuff. You know, you do your work, I'm doing my work, that kind of stuff. So yeah, well, not work, you know what I mean. Right, so let's start to work stuff out. Oh, hey, Panda Cat, how we doing, my guy? Good to see you, bro. Why? My, oh, there it is. I was already zoomed out. So let's obviously start with kick clap. What is even that? I don't think we even used that in the end, did we? That's because we're going to have another one. So what should we say for the first 4 or 8 bars or something? Let's just take these out. Ah, that's the clap as well. I don't want them. I don't want kick. And then thanks, bro. Appreciate you, mate. It's a bit like I'm trying to do hip hop. The kit coming in like a bar, like a little measure really to kind of like introduce the snare and stuff, but maybe that doesn't work. I don't know. It's usually quite straight and obviously with the transitions and stuff, but we will see. So let's just take those out as well. We want it really sparse, this first bit. Still quite loud as well. So that needs to be a lot. That is so loud, that thing. Obviously I've got it way too loud in terms of it's sort of ducking in and out, so I forgot to put these on lower as well. That's why it kind of feels really loud when it's kind of sparse, and then so we'll just work on that as well a little bit. I think that should be alright. See what it's like. We peek it, see on the thing. No. Sorry, this is when I get so like obsessed with things that I shouldn't be obsessed with, like mix at this point, but hey ho. Let's just make sure it's just that kick is like filling so much space, it's crazy. And let's take that. I didn't realise I had reverb on there. That's just so bassy, that kick, which I don't really need because I've got sub bass. If I didn't have a sub bass, that would make sense. But let's maybe just low pass it a little bit. Sorry, high pass it a little bit. There we go. Let's go. Still think it's the right bass. I don't think that's probably helped what it is really. It's just when you mix into a compressor like that, it just always makes everything obviously glue together and gel and stuff like that, which is annoying when you've not got the right thing, but just trying things out, that's all I'm doing. Why not? Probably doesn't help that I've got my side chain so aggressive as well. It's feeling great though. Oh, I better save it. Not even saved it. Vegan house. Why? I don't know. I'm not even vegan. But God bless you if you are. Question one. Let's try some more toppers and stuff, and I probably need like just a straight up hat, like just offbeat sort of vibes. Tambourine will be good at some point. Not any of them. They are shocking. I'm in the wrong thing. See, those things are just great. They're just gold. These things are gold. Well done, Lotus Tunes Academy. These are great. These are like the kind of thing that on a breakdown would be great. That up as well a little bit. Try and get it tonally in the right key. Oops. Nice, won't bother with automation stuff yet. Shaker loops. I just want a straight up hat as well. Yeah, that kind of vibe, but oh, that's sick. Oh, that'd be such a great song. Probably a bit like too techy, honestly. That feels quite organic. Again, don't want to clutter it, but again, we'll work out just some variations. And what am I doing, bruv? Keep putting things on the wrong channels and stuff. Bum, bum. Get up. Ah. Crunch it out. Get up. This is fire. Don't want it like full on huge trans. Get up. Why is that even? It's like James Brown or something. Why have I reminded of that? Okay, so where are we with the flows? Crumbs, right, from the beginning. So I need that. I was going to do Diva as well and do like an arpeggiator thing. We need like some kind of art somewhere. Okay, great. So let's work on that. Come on, got this. So we don't want any of them yet. So I quite like that as the start. Let's do it. So we don't want any of that yet either. So we would come in. We wouldn't come in there. Won't come in there. So I'm just trying to think what would be good in terms of building so we don't give everything away too much. So I probably won't even have the kick even yet, which I know is controversial, but it is what it is. Obviously, not when the kick's going to be there either. Let's go. Oh dear. What happened? In fact, that could be quite nice. Maybe as the sort of like the consistent. Yeah, those work really well together. They're great. What is that bit? So I heard it then, am I? Like, really fill it out with like delay and stuff. That'd be quite nice. Oh, eh? Eh? It's because the I've not put it. It's throwing me this bit here. And I played it wrong out of time as well, so that's great. Welcome to my mad world. Needs way more than that, but anyway, that's the all I've got on my settings is that. Oh, it's probably because I've sidechained everything like a lot as well. Needs to be a bit more central as well. It's too. That needs to be guitar line or like a proper synth line rather than piano, but it's a placeholder for now, which is fine. So, right, one last time for you. Tell me on. Yeah, I need to stop. Literally 5 minutes max. So that's maybe where that could come in. I need to put the side chain. In fact, we can just put kickstart. Feels a bit dull, but I'll probably kill. So what if we use let's just try. It's trouble I get right into it and then I'm like, oh, there's this and then I need to go. Let me just do Diva quickly and then see if we can get some kind of arpeggiator. This is probably what I need to do with the bass really, but we'll see. Something around those things. put that in the filter and just let it open over time. So let's try that. Why is my keyboard not working? Yeah. What I did. Well, just get it into the where the actual chords are, so I can then. That was it. Take like one little bit of that. That piano's awful, but so with this we need to get that really side chaining as well. So kickstart. So that again, that'll be sort of later on. I could use the filter in Diva, I guess. Fix a bit. You're kidding me? Why is that so? I'm so confused why that is not working. What have I done? Did I push it or something? That's when you know you're tired. Let's not do that anymore. Let's just get rid of them. I know we're not going to bother with those. its little section as well somewhere. But anyway, we just need that with like no. Let's just do one little section here without any of the sort of melodic stuff. Guitars don't work at all, I don't think. Time wasn't quite right on that other one, so let's just do that. And then I really like the feel of this. It's got a nice sort of vibe to it.